Jesus Christ. I hate this so much.
Yeah, Caitlin's just been having a meltdown for the fact that there's another person here that has put their name as all question marks in one of the best plays ever. Don't fucking say anything yet. You'll maybe get a chance to speak if we get to that point. Maybe.
Okay, hold on. This isn't just from this. It's also from like 2 weeks of torment from Kara. So literally, this
Kara
person is revealing himself.
I know who it is.
Oh.
I think Kara's worked out who it is, because it was quite easy to work out, actually.
How?
We're not going to say. I'm going to wait, and then when you realise, you'll go, oh. And
my actual assumption was like it's either Rawl or Will.
Well, anyway, so.
I thought maybe, I don't. God damn it, I hate this!
Okay, so. What happened last time, guys?
Yeah, Caitlin, what happened last time?
Yeah.
Kara started her malicious plan to send me into a fucking panic attack.
Well, that's every
No, that's this time.
Basically, we woke up in jail. We met our defense attorney.
Yep.
King Ghidorah.
Give him everything he needs to not get us free.
Yeah, we're not very helpful, apparently.
Yeah, you came to the realization that actually, if you examined everything you did from a different point of view, you seem like massive terrorists.
You just draw a little frowny face on the front of his token. I'm so fucked.
But also, we learned that basically Nirastine and Ansira are going to be receiving training. Nirastine's going to receive it from Gaul and vampire person. Lucian. And Sira is going to be receiving it from Discord? No. Disorder, thank you. Yeah. And Joker.
Yeah, the evil force Discord.
Yes, the evil force of Discord that exists as a demon in this game. Mm-hmm. Yes, no, and and essentially you're going to be in prison for at least a month before your trial. But you have your little ways out, which you got from swallowing a coin that someone slipped under your door, and Nirastine
has a seizure.
Nirastine forces herself into a strange epileptic fit that pushes her mind into the body of a skeleton and/or zombie.
No repercussions whatsoever.
Not at all.
Ever. But, that being said, we didn't experience one of the players' little escapes last time. So what we're going to do is we are going to start within that same time frame of what's going to happen to Devon. But I will say
having a panic attack.
I will say before that, has everyone here worked out what they're doing with their free ASI? Caitlin, have you worked out what you did with your free ASI?
Yeah, gonna go for I know this. I just said this. Warcaster.
No, that was your swap with your feet. You put your free ASI into Wisdom.
Oh into Wisdom. That's 20. Right.
Kara, did you choose what to do with your ASI?
Yeah, I also put mine in Wisdom.
Right. So, Devon, did you choose what to do with your ASI?
No, I said when you said it, I forgot until you said that.
I know! I just wanted to focus on you to say it.
Yay.
You didn't do your homework.
No, I didn't. I forgot there was homework. It's worse.
That's fine. But yes,
we will all over again.
We will start then with what's going on with you. We're going to start with what's going on with Yaxper, and then we'll transition into a bit of what is actually going to happen. So, we should be able to actually see Yaxper's cell now. So, you've just had the conversation with King Ghidorah. What are you doing? Yes, that's just finished. What are you doing? You now have this idea that you have a defense attorney. They're kind of running uphill to try to help you guys. They're going to be looking for character witnesses of the people that you have helped over the last month or so. But what are you going to do? What do you do with that information? How do you act?
He's staring out the window.
There's no window.
Not the window. Not the window. Like the slit where he was talking to him.
He's staring at it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's staring at it, and he's like, just looking around. How long has it been since he left? It feels like ages. Oh, oh no. Back to the lonely times. Ah. He kind of slumps back on the floor. Oop, wrong way. Ugh. Okay. It's okay, Oxford. It's okay. It's not okay. I don't have my crab. No. Oh. Okay. How many years has it been? Oh no.
Well, it's actually only been about 2 minutes.
Oh, it's been about. Huh? Okay. That didn't sound like Seymour.
No, I'm not the crab.
It's very reverby.
That's my voice. Are you judging me? I can leave if you're going to judge me.
Is reverby a negative quality?
I don't know. It
thought that was a
sounded
general
very
statement.
judgy to me. That's all I'm going to say.
It's just a general statement. How could reverby be a bad or good thing?
Listen, if you're going to keep doing this, I'll go.
Oh, okay. It's just the general. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Your voice is very nice.
That feels forced now.
I'm trying my best. Okay.
I'm fucking out of here.
Okay. Let's take this from the top. Hello, strange voice in either my head or somewhere in the cell that I can't see. Hopefully not in the bucket, because I would not want to be you if you were there.
Oh, no. I'm in your head.
Okay, that's much better than the bucket. You don't want to go there.
Oh, no, it's really not.
Yeah. How long have you been in my head?
Oh, no, you're having a breakdown.
That's the most believable thing I've heard all day.
I'm not some mystical entity. I'm not, help from above or below. I'm you having an actual breakdown.
Again, this is weirdly believable.
You don't deal with the whole alone thing very well, do you?
Looks around the room. Presume there's on the wall. I'm gonna say that there's like shitty carvings of like how many days it's been, but he's really just been marking it off by minutes.
He's been marking off seconds, thinking they're days.
Yeah, exactly. What would give you that impression?
Well, the fact that I'm part of your own subconsciousness and understand that you're fucking losing it, so...
You know, I was kind of gonna get there and lead up to that, but you kind of beat me to the punch. So, I guess I really am losing it.
Yeah, you really are.
And is it just like a lot of extra space in my head? Is that why it's all echoey?
Oh yeah, there is.
It's not like with like the brain expansion and like the psychic powers, it would take up more space, but maybe I'm just overthinking it.
No, it became smaller, in fact.
Oh, that seems bad.
Yeah.
Does it just continually shrink until it just kind of pops, or is it just like a little shrink and then it stops?
No, it just shrank a little.
Okay, that's good. I would not want my brain to wither away until it was just a tiny thing, and then it just popped, and then I sort of fell on the ground and started twitching. It'd be very bad.
Right, I'm going to just cut you through right now because you're just going to keep going on and on madly if I don't try to help you with this. So,
I thought you said you couldn't help me, or you weren't here for that.
No, I'm you, idiot. Do you not think that you could help you?
I would have thought that if that was the case, I'd already be out of here. But you tell me.
No, you're having such a breakdown that your own consciousness is having to pull itself away from you to try to help you.
I would say this makes my brain hurt, but I feel like that's the point.
It is.
Okay. Well, just go ahead then. Let's get to where we're going.
Okay, so let's take a moment, right? Let's take a big, deep breath. You gonna do that, or am I gonna make you do that?
Calm, relax. Calm, relax. Calm, relax.
All right, you get in there.
I'm
Better than before, at least.
just maybe like another 5 of these. Calm, relax. Calm,
Relax.
relax. Calm, relax. Calm, relax. I lost track again. I think. Wait. I think I was on the last one.
You got
Wait.
it. You got it. You got it.
Should I start?
You're good. You're good.
I shouldn't. I shouldn't start over.
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Right now, we have to think our way out of this. Okay. So let's think.
I'm like half okay at that. Oh, you just. Oh, okay. Well then. Let's look around. Well. Well, there's no like. There is something for them to look into the room for. That's what I was talking, but they shut it. I guess I couldn't play dead. What if I made it smell really bad in here and they thought I died?
How are you gonna do that?
I mean, there's a bucket of poop. It couldn't be that hard.
Yeah, but if they don't care about the bucket of poop, then they're not gonna care if the smell changes. Surely.
That's true.
Also, I don't think they'd actually care if we died.
That's another good point. Well, I was thinking maybe the magical fire would help, but I don't think it would help because it's kind of just locked in place.
Hey, you know when you saw that weird version of us that was like all spacey? Where the fuck was that?
Like in like the Mind Palace placey kind of thing. I don't know what you'd call it.
Well, let's go with Mind Palace for now. Like, so was that in our head, or was that like a real place?
I don't know. I feel like you would know that better than I do because you're actually in there.
Well, I mean, I'm just you, so unless you question it, I'm just your own thoughts.
Can I just go there? Like whenever I want?
I mean, I don't think we thought about that before, so...
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if it wasn't a place, but it was, you know, in our head, I mean, I guess? Surely if it's in our own head, we can go back then, right?
He tenses up and kind of like curls his body and starts like almost like doing that thing that like a kid does when they start concentrating real hard, like they're squinting and they're squeezing. They're like holding all their breath in. He kind of opens. He opens an eye. I don't think it worked.
I don't think that's how it would work. I mean, like it's supposed to be like a brain place, right?
Well, yeah, but if you got the better idea than me, because you are me, I feel like I would have it already.
No, but I mean just like hard concentrating. That's probably not going to be it, right? Like,
I guess not.
All right. Let's think this through. Okay, how do we get into a place that's just thought?
I think I got there last time. Didn't I get forced there?
We
Like,
did.
I was unconscious because something hit me. I don't really know if I have access to such a thing right now.
But if we could, how would we get there?
Well, do I brain blast myself? I don't think that's the way.
I mean, do we have any other ideas?
I'm gonna check my sheet in case Hex has added something without my knowledge. I forgot my fucking HP thing was at -9 million.
You're the one that fucking decided to put it on that for some reason. I don't even know why.
Because the knight knocked the shit out of him, and I was like, that'd be funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something in there. I don't actually remember where it is. It's not that. It's not that. Was there not the... No, that one. That's not it. I think I had something on the old sheet that would let me just slip into a second realm, but I don't know if I had that
Yeah,
anymore.
no. That was what you had as a warlock. That was to be able to go to the library just instantly. But you're not a warlock anymore.
Hmm. Something in Furbolg magic? I don't think so.
So you yourself, your own breakdown thoughts is posing a question to you of how do you get to a place that's only in your thoughts?
Go to sleep? Dream? That's what I got.
I'll pose the question again. How do you get to a place that's only in your thoughts?
I don't know. Think really hard? Like,
You fucking think about it.
I am.
You're not. You just say you were concentrating really hard. You didn't say you were trying to concentrate on there or getting into there. You just said you were concentrating.
Listen, I said the words. I just didn't say them in the right order.
Exactly. So now,
I received no marks.
So now we think we know. What are we gonna do?
He's gonna try and focus on the Mind Palace, I guess.
Okay, so describe how you do this.
I would presume that there's just like maybe a moment of clarity and like his eyes light up and maybe he kind of just passes out.
No. I'm not saying how do you imagine. Like, how do you try to think about this place? What do you do?
I would imagine you would just like kind of think of just the void and this weird empty space and just try and focus on it.
Okay, right. So then, this will happen. After actually thinking about everything and thinking about the fact that this is a place that you visited that only exists in your mind, you manage to realize that if it only exists in your mind, it only exists in your thoughts, well, surely the only way to get in there is if you think about it. And after putting aside your anger and your panic attack, you stop, you slow yourself down, and you think about the place. And sure enough, by taking your time, thinking about the place and calming down, you manage to re-enter that place. But as you can see, when you get back there, you are most certainly not alone.
Nope.
When you re-enter the thought space that seems to be some kind of cosmic backdrop, you see, first and foremost, right in front of you, you see the image that you spoke to before of what seems to be perfect Yaxpa, made out of stars and energies. And then at the very back, you see
the Seeker.
And then next to the Seeker, you see a very different creature that you have not seen before.
Creepy cube C-3PO.
Yes, exactly. What do you do when you manage to get back into your thought plane?
Kind of looks around, presumably floating.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very impressed by everything he sees. But he's like, wonder if I can have my crab here. Snaps his fingers.
It does not work.
Damn it!
At which point, the Seeker would turn to you and go, Yaxpa, you actually... Yaxpa, we need to have a fucking word, you and I.
I imagine we do.
If you're going to resign, you should at least have the decency of telling me.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a resignation in the traditional sense. I'll still do the work, and I'd like to be around.
But,
I do. I know it's a little bit of a power trade, though. It's not quite the same thing.
It's more than that. I can't actually let you back in the library now.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I mean, you don't have. you're not connected to my power anymore. That's how you got in. Is the fact that you were connected to my power. Now you've got this jackass. They
What?
then gesture to the individual next to them.
Well, in fairness, I wasn't really told that it would be cutting it off at the time. It was kind of just like, hey, would you like some brain juice power? And I was like, that sounds pretty cool to add on to my existing stuff. And then I kind of noticed I didn't really have everything I used to have at some point, which is weird.
This is where the problem has come in. You see, you just accepted a random gift from a dying stranger, and now we're here.
I guess that does make sense. Well, crap. I'm sorry.
I mean, I get it, but it's just, this is something I would have liked to have actually spoke about rather than, you just doing it, but whatever, we're here now.
Yeah. Hi, ethereal, brain purpley, well, other purpley-ack. Hello.
The perfect form of you seems to be silent, as the big motherfucker that you said that looks like a weird creepy C-3PO dude turns their attention towards you.
Oh.
Ah, Yoxper, it is good to finally see you one-on-one.
Hello. Are you... It was Galahad, right?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not
What?
Galahad.
That wasn't actually him. That was me asking.
No,
But,
that's clearly not Galahad.
I wasn't sure if it was different. It was like a different visage. But yeah. Hello, sir. Person?
I'm beyond the whole sir, woman, gender thing. It's kind of not my thing.
That's fair.
It's a bit overrated.
Oh, I was gonna like float him over there, but I guess I can't.
You should be able to. Hold on.
I don't have any control over that token.
You don't have, yeah. Hold on. Find the right name. There we go. That's the right name.
There we go.
Now you should be able to.
I'm going to waft closer. Oh, it's kind of weird doing this with. Am I floating or walking on nothing?
It's your mind palace.
Okay, he's floating. Ooh, that's a weird feeling on the not having feeling on the feet. It's weird. Anyways, hello.
Well,
Sir.
you realize that this is a plane of your own internal making. You can make it feel however you want to, but I guess if this is only your second time being here, I can see why you might not fully understand something like that right now.
I guess that makes sense.
Right. Here, let me try to straighten some things out for you. Okay, so you accepted the invitation of an individual named Galahad to take his mental capacity after his death.
This is what I seem to understand, I believe.
You essentially took on board the fact that Galahad's brain was able to understand things beyond the comprehension of others, and therefore tap into an ability that others do not have. The common phrase is psionics. It's an individual whose brain has evolved beyond that of others and allows them to tap into potential that everyone initially has but cannot actually use.
It seems like it's been pretty helpful so far.
Oh yes,
Kinda.
it has a lot of uses.
Yeah, it's like this thing that pops into my hands, and that it makes people die. So it's helpful.
Well,
No.
the ability to create a psionic armament focused on your brain capacity is just one of the talents that you have. I'm sure you've worked out more than just that, right?
A little bit. There's some other things that there's like this little bag on my shoulder, or no, that's like on my waist, and it like kind of pops out some other abilities. I haven't really gone through everything in there. I haven't had the chance. I've looked at a lot of them. I haven't really had the chance to use many of them. But yeah, there's that one that's like kind of lets me kind of leech like vitality off of someone. That one seems useful.
Ah, yes,
Right.
the ability to drain the psychic potential of another creature is I mean, it's messy, but
Yeah.
it's a talent.
Seems like it'd be better if I could do it from a little farther away, but that's just me.
Well, that's just the weakness of your brain.
Not like I'm going to disagree, but damn.
Well, I mean, I'm just being honest.
I know, just shit, man.
You're still using part of your reptile brain, that's all.
You got to work on your person skills.
I don't, actually.
I guess that's fair. You are not bound to do that, I guess.
No, I'm beyond the need for being personable.
I guess that's true. Did I get your name?
No, you didn't, because I did not supply it to you. I am Osmodai.
Oh, Osmodai.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to presume god of something.
No, God's far too small. I'm not one of those creatures that exist based on the thought processes and beliefs of others. I'm something beyond that. I'm the consciousness of space itself.
Whoa, that seems like a lot.
Yes.
Kind of looks at Seeker, and he's like, "This is weird. It's like having a conversation with your dad after they divorced your mom. It's kind of weird."
It's very weird. I've seen writings about this individual, but honestly thought it was just some kind of person that was trying too hard, thinking things through, and having some strange theories on what the universe actually is. The fact that they seem to exist is, well, perplexing and raises even more questions.
He's gonna look at the Seeker's face to try and see an emotion, and then presumably realize he has a mask and can't see
Yes.
any emotions.
You can't see because they have no face. Their face is just blank, so there's no way to read emotions of a blank face.
You think he's salty? He's like, "You motherfucker."
A little. I'd say there's a little salt, but anyway. At this point, Asmodai would step back in. Yes, I'm essentially... Think of it as what would happen if the concept of space and the stars themselves gained a level of sentiency. The thought patterns of the entire universe. Or at least your universe, or at least the specific part of the universe that you dwell in.
Ugh. That sounds kind of exhausting.
Not exhausting per se, but it's
Like a lot to keep track of, I guess.
Oh yes, but think about my entire brain span is that of the stars, so it's not easy for me to lose track of things when I'm kind of everything to an extent.
Help me understand in terms of how connected to the universe you are. Is this like a thing where if the universe died, you would still be there, or you would go with it?
No, if the universe died because I am the collective consciousness of this solar system, I would die as well, I presume, if I am in fact capable of dying.
Okay. So connected to it itself rather than governing over it.
Oh yes, I don't govern it, I'm just connected to it. I'm just what happens if the universe itself seems to develop some kind of sentiency. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a god, I don't have control over everything, but I can have watch of everything, and I can try to influence and talk to people. So I can do that.
Okay. And you needed Galahad's help for something?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't need Galahad's help or any of your help. I'm merely watching what's going on and I'm interested in it.
When you give someone power, is it
I
like a
don't
thing
give
where...
anyone powers.
Oh. Okay. How does the connection go then?
Well, I'm just part of the universe and I see what's going on. And I saw that there was something interesting going on with this uprising of abilities connected to individuals who seem to unlock the complete ability of their brain.
So Galahad didn't like answer to you or anything like that?
No, not at all.
Okay. Just a little confused. Not like why you're here, just the like, I guess you're watching, but did you and him talk?
No.
Okay, then I guess I really am confused as to kind of like why you're taking an interest in me.
Well, I'm not taking an interest in you. I'm taking an interest in everyone. You just have managed to perceive that I'm actually here because you're in a realm of your own thoughts.
Oh, does that mean that I could come here and you could potentially just not be here?
If I choose not to be here, you can come here and I'm not here.
Was it complete coincidence that you're here right now and I showed up?
Well, is the fact that life evolved on your planet a complete coincidence?
Internally, he's like, I'm gonna be here all day. Okay. I guess I don't know what to ask at this point, honestly.
I mean,
don't
you
know.
don't need to ask me anything. You just know that I am here. You don't need to ask me anything. But I am curious of something, and that's, you seem to have spoken not too long ago with a blip in space and time. Could you tell me what happened? Even I couldn't see what was fully going on, and that's new to me. I see everything.
Which instance are we referring to?
I don't know. What incidents seem to have been a blip in space and time?
Shit, I'm actually not sure. Wouldn't have been the fight with the Kraken.
Have you spoken to anyone that seemed to have been able to stop time itself and seemed to have actually, made hints at you about being people that see through time?
Oh, the three that see.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that was recent-ish. Yeah.
It was recent in game terms. Not in real life terms, but in game terms, yes.
Are you talking about the three?
The three.
They call themselves the three who see.
Interesting.
Kind of got the sense I wasn't the first person they had talked to, maybe even within my group. But I don't remember whether that was definitive or not. But they seem, I mean, they kind of seemed beyond my understanding, to be honest, so I don't know how helpful this could really be to you. But they seemed like they just had the ability to go wherever they want and do whatever they want for as long as they wanted without necessarily impacting anything.
Interesting. So you're telling me that you came into contact with some kind of trans-dimensional being that seemed to have been able to change the ways of the universe itself through time.
One or three beings. I guess it's technically possible that it's one sentience that split itself into multiple forms. Or, I mean, it could be one that's like that, or three, I guess.
Interesting. This is not something that I've encountered. I'll have to do some checking to see if there's anyone else that has encountered these individuals before. At this point, the Seeker would butt in and would say, actually, there's some information that I have in regards to this. There's been some kind of notes of individuals that seem to essentially act as keepers of time. There was some writings of some individuals. I thought perhaps they were just insane ramblings, but half the time the insane ramblings turn out to be true, so it seems like they govern or oversee the time stream to an extent, if the writings are correct.
Maybe they're trying to keep the timeline intact or something like that?
Possibly. He then looks over back to Osmodai, who takes a moment to ponder and speaks. It is possible that a being and or beings of abilities exist that their whole purpose is to ensure that the time stream itself is kept correct, that there are no breaks in time. A break in time could therefore result in a cataclysmic event that may have ramifications of the fabric of the universe itself. If such a creature does exist, or creatures, then it would make sense that they would try to appear to individuals who may be able to attempt a break not happening, or to repair a break in the timeline, or ensure that a change that is going to happen doesn't happen. There is, of course, the theory that multiple timelines exist at once, and that parallel universes of our own universe seem to exist. If you make a choice in this universe, another universe instantly exists where the opposite choice was taken.
It is a lot. Maybe I was actually looking through the quest log to try and remember the name of the big bad, and I don't actually see it. Ananas, right?
Yeah, I could say Ananas.
Maybe Ananas, maybe something bigger. I don't know if there is something bigger. I guess there's always something bigger, isn't there?
That creature from the void. It's I remember I was in my infancy for consciousness when I saw him the first time. Or I'd say it is more preferable term to describe Ananas. It seems to have some kind of resentment towards life itself, some kind of disdain for it. Seems to want to obliterate everything and return to something they call silence.
You saw it when you were in your infancy.
Yes, when my consciousness was in infancy.
Was it right when you came into being, or slightly later?
Slightly later. Not when I was first conscious, but in my beginning of consciousness.
Okay. I'm slightly scared to ask, how many, I imagine, eons or millennia ago was that?
A couple of hundreds of thousands, if I remember correctly. It's hard to pinpoint time when you have no full, solid concept of it.
But if it was there for that long, then it's a big problem.
Oh, yes. Ananas seems to exist in the shadow of the universe, not in the universe itself. It's why I can't ever seem to take a look at them unless they enter the universe like they once did.
Oh boy. Okay. Crap. I don't really know what else to say.
Roll me a perception check.
All right. Well, this thing is sure slow today. Yeah, loading. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed it, but
Nothing.
You do notice that, like, Osmodai is a huge creature, individual, about the same size as the Seeker, that seems to be wearing a suit that is made up of the stars itself. You look at the suit more and you realize the suit isn't actually a suit. It's the galaxy in on itself, or at least your solar system in on itself.
Seeker?
Yes, what?
Do you still want me to hunt down the changeling, or is this like a null and void kind of thing?
I mean, I would, if you could do it. The individual seems to be stealing books that are worrying me in what they are, so if you would at least do that, call it like your, call it your stay of leave to at least finish that before your role is gone completely.
So do you not have any connection to me at all anymore?
No, I mean, I
How will you
couldn't
know?
sense you or anything.
How will you know if I've completed the task to come get the books? How will you get them?
I'm going to have to send one of my people after you. Well, not after you, that sounds nefarious. I'm going to have to send one of my people to you to collect it. I seem to be able to enter your, I don't know, fort plane, because there was at least at a point connection between me and you. So I guess I could try to reattempt here.
So will you always be here when I come back?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay.
I've never attempted to physically enter someone's faults. I've managed to commune with people through faults, but I've never actually physically made myself manifest in their brains. It's a new experience.
I'm feeling like a lot of new experiences are happening to me today. So
New experiences tend to happen when you begin to awaken the full abilities of your consciousness, such as this.
that I can believe. So you're not necessarily here to guide me. You're not necessarily here to ask anything of me.
No,
You weren't like necessarily connected to the last guy.
no. I mean, I guess one would say I'm technically connected to every single individual who dwells within the solar system.
Right. But then that still would make me wonder, like, why you're here, I guess. Like, specifically. But I don't know.
Well, I came here, like I said, to see what was going on, just poke my head in.
Okay. You kind of say
I
it
told
sits
you,
down.
I told you I do that, but it just seems that you are one of the first people to perceive that I'm here doing it.
I guess that is a bit of an accomplishment.
Yes, it is, to be able to see the galactic being that is essentially watching everything and everyone.
Hopefully, I'm not coming across as ungrateful. I'm kind of trapped in a cell, and I kind of thought coming here would be like it would get me a little closer to being out or something like that. But I feel like I'm kind of where I started.
I mean, you are essentially closer to being out in a term. Your consciousness is no longer there. Your
That's
physical
true, but
body
that's
is, but your brain is not.
yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't get me any closer to being out of there in my physical body.
No, but it gives you a place to dwell where you are not confined by the walls of the cell.
I suppose not.
Really, you've managed to find a way to escape the cell that is the physical cell and the cell that is your body by doing this.
Okay. So about my crab.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Your
no,
crab?
not you. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I was talking to the other guy.
Yes, what about your crab?
Well, I noticed he's not gone. Well, he's gone now, but he hasn't left me. So what's up with that? Shouldn't I have lost him?
Well, I mean, the beings that dwell in the library are beings of their own right. I don't force my dominion on them, so I think maybe it's more of a case that he wants to go there, so he goes there.
Oh,
I don't think it's that you make him appear anymore, but more that he chooses to appear.
oh, that makes my little heart sore. Oh, he really likes me.
I mean, he must, if he's willing to force himself to die and then retransition into your world by his own accord, then yes, he must actually really like being there.
He's always seemed really cool with the whole dying thing. I never got that.
Maybe he likes it, the little weirdo.
Oh,
I don't know.
I didn't think about it like that. Is my crab a masochist?
Can a crab be a masochist?
That's a good question. Huh. All right. Well, if this is my mind space, maybe I can, I don't know, practice my mind stuff here, I guess. So I got nothing else to do.
I mean, that would make sense. I mean, you can do essentially anything in here.
Okay. Well, I have he kind of pulls the bag off his waist. Okay. Well, I have approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 700,046 different spell bullets in here. So I should probably get acquainted with them. And
Yes.
then inevitably forget most of them and use roughly 7 to 10 at a time.
Yes, I guess.
All right, then. That's all I got.
So there we go. So in a sense, you've done a very different. You have a very different way out than everyone else. Everyone else is gaining help from someone to get out. Insira is getting help from Disorder, and is getting help from Joker, and Nerastine is getting help from Gal, and getting help from Lucian to be able to pull themselves out from where they are. But you don't. You manage to do it from your own faults. You've essentially somehow created a demi-plane in your own mind.
Well, that's helpful.
It is, because you've managed to enter a place where you can control everything within it. And that you can, focus on your own training in there. You don't need someone to train you when you can learn yourself. You've also come into contact with the consciousness of the universe, which calls itself Osmodai, that seems to always be watching people, but you have somehow managed to realize that it's there.
Who seems helpful? Question mark?
I mean, it's the consciousness of the universe. Do you think the consciousness of the universe would be helpful?
One would think, but maybe be wrong.
But then, here's the thing. If you think the universe would be helpful, you're putting human qualities onto a consciousness.
Yeah, exactly. So he's just kind of there. He's hanging out.
Osmodai is just there and is curious about things that are going on, and curious about the fact that they can't see the Free who see, who seem to be entities that can freeze time and seem to, under some belief, exist to protect the timelines.
All right. Well, he's going to. I mean, I don't know how much time is passing between here and there, but he's going to spend a while in here and presumably be slack-jawed, face down on the ground in his cell, drooling.
Yeah, 110%. So, Devon, you obviously haven't done your free ASI. Don't worry about it now, but just before we return to this game, please take a look, think about what you're going to do.
And I can pop those in anywhere, or should optioning for these
Right,
feats,
so it's up to you. So it's a free ASI.
Oh, I kept hearing you wrong. I thought you were saying I have 3.
No, it's a free FREE ASI. So
Got
it works just like a normal ASI. So you either get 2+ in one of your ability scores, 1+ in 2 of your ability scores, or you can take a feat.
Right.
So Kara and Caitlin have both opted to increase their wisdoms to be max, which makes sense because they're clerics and all their spell shenanigans come from their wisdom. So you can choose to boost any of your skills, or you can choose to take a feat. But we'll leave...
I might just I just remembered and noticed that int is at 19, so I might just pop that to 20.
But then you still got to put another 1 in another one, because it's
All
1
right,
in
that's
2
good.
skills or 2 in 1 skill. So if you wanted to bump that to 20, you 100% could do that. But then you just got to pick another one of your skills to bump up by 1 as well.
Presumably con, unless there's another feat that you think would be interesting.
Do you have another odd skill or another odd?
Con's at
Number?
18.
Con's at 18. I don't think that boosts if you go to 19. I'm pretty sure
It
con
No, it
doesn't.
boosts.
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Con
no.
boosts at 20 when you become
No, I would
plus
no,
5.
no, I would have to not do int. And
You can
then
always look
just
for a
put the 2 in
feat
there.
that boosts your int to +1.
Yeah.
That's
See
kind
if
of
you
what I
can-
was thinking.
I know there's a really fun one that my Psi Mage has on Fridays called
Give me the name, I'll write it
called
down.
called Wild Talent.
I'll write that down and then I'll ask you about it later.
Yeah, it's very fun because it basically so I'll get it for you and I'll go over it real quick. Wild
You
Talent.
need 1 intelligence, right?
Yeah, and Wild Talent would give him that.
Keen Mind would also give him it.
So the way Wild Talent works is you awaken your psionic potential, which increases your mind or body. Increase one ability score by 1 to a maximum of 20 to represent this enchantment. You also harbor a wellspring of psionic power within yourself, an energy that ebbs and flows as you channel in various ways. This power is represented by a psionic dice, the starting dice of which is a d6. You can use your psionic die in the following ways. Psi boosted ability. When you make an ability check with the ability increased by this feat, so if you make any checks that require intelligence, you can roll your psionic die and add the number rolled to the check. You can choose to do so before or after rolling the original roll, but before you know whether or not the check succeeds or fails. Psionic Strike. Once on each of your turns, when you hit with an attack roll that uses the ability increased by this feat, you can roll your psionic dice after you make the damage roll and replace one of the damage dice with the number rolled on the psionic dice. So basically the way that works is if you bump your intelligence, all your damage is based on intelligence. So if you roll your hand cannon, if you roll Seamaker, Seamaker's damage is D4s, right?
Yeah.
It's like 3d4 right at the moment?
Let me see. 44.
So you can replace one of those d4s with a d6.
Ooh.
But the way it does work, though, is that if you roll a 6, you still get that 6, but it then decreases the dice size. So instead of being a d6, it becomes a d4. But it works the opposite way as well. So if you roll a nat 1, it increases the dice size. So that d6 then becomes a d8. And if you rolled a nat 1 again, that d8 becomes a d10. And it can just level up until it reaches, I think, a d20 is the max. No, I think it's a d12 it's capped at. But then if you you have it as a d4, then if you crit a d4 and you get a 4, you can't use that psionic dice until you have a long rest. And this isn't just like one dice, you use it once and you can't use it. You can just keep using this over and over and over again until you either burn it out and you've rolled so many ones, so many 6s and 4s that you can't use it until you rest, or you boost it up to the max size that it can be, which is I did check, it is a D12.
Okay. I'll definitely ask about this again later.
It's a really fun one. I use it all the time on my Psi Mage. But yeah, and it would give you the increase to intelligence that you'd want. But I will divulge away from that then, and we will continue on to what we were doing. Let me just check something a second. Yeah, okay, wonderful. So you have been doing that. You have been sitting, and you have been drooling out, and
Oh yeah, he's on his front. He's face down.
face down in the dirt. Yeah.
Yep.
And you drooling and just urinating on yourself.
His eyes are little X's.
You're just pissing yourself violently on the floor.
Exactly. Oh yeah,
Violently.
For hours, the bladder is infinite.
So that happens, and then
It's just a pool.
and then what happens from there is that then we have the time skip. So the time skip of the month. It's not going to be the entire month. We're going to actually pick up near the end of the month before you guys go to trial. Everybody, roll me initiative, and I will add it to the turn tracker because you can't see your tokens.
Okay.
Okay, initiative, don't be a bitch this time. God damn it! Initiative! I'm supposed to go last!
But you're not.
Damn you, Yak! Oh, I forgot to click my damn token. Sorry, I forgot we were on
Yeah,
this.
you're going fast! Look at that!
Also, I can't even see
Yay!
my cells, so I couldn't click my token.
No, I
Part of-
said that. I said that.
A part of me really wishes that Kara rolled a 22.17.
Oh! Oh,
I'm
you
so
a nasty
happy.
bitch!
I'm so happy.
I hate all y'all!
I'm so happy.
You get to go fast.
I hate it.
Isn't that what you wanted, though? You
No,
wanted to go fast.
I just want to know who
I'm-
this motherfucker in the room is.
I hope Ryan Reynolds is having a good time.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds is having a good time. You can tell. Anyway, let me just add Nerestein to the turn tracker. Add turn. And that's 7. I'm just going to put 17 so it's easier. Right. Descending. We are going to then go to Insira's cell.
Yeah.
Boop. There you go, Insira. It's time for you. It's on you, right? So, Insira, what have you been doing in your almost full month? Give us a rundown. What's been happening?
She's been working with Disorder and Joker to gain the ability to use a weapon while also casting spells and holding a shield.
Okay, so you've been doing a lot of like little battle testing, I guess.
Yeah. Trying to
Okay.
become more battle efficient.
Okay. Is there anything else, or is that all you've been working on?
She'd probably also be talking to Joker about like trying to figure out like her tiefling heritage a bit more.
Yeah, well, Joker would say to you that at some point that if you they can't do it in the metaphysical world of where they are, but if they can find a time to meet up with you, if they manage to get a sample of your blood, they will be able to do some simple arcana checks to see if they can get an understanding of where your bloodline comes from. So they said that, but to get that, they need to physically actually see you and meet you. So it has to be
Get
done.
the fuck out of the cell.
Yes.
She'd also probably ask Disorder for any hints she could probably get about like the trial and stuff like that. What might help?
Disorder says that Disorder can't get involved in the trial. There's no way for them to physically get involved in the trial. Just to remember that every trial is inherently corrupt at some point.
Yeah. Well, it was more like if they knew stuff about that, because I imagine like problems in the Red Sands are solved very differently than trials.
They would give you information based on what they seem to think they know about the way trials work in Gregoria, and that's that it tends to be a open trial. It tends to be people watching. It tends to be you and your defense versus someone that is working for the state that you are in. So the Gregoria, the North. Who would actually be on the prosecution, and you would do it in front of a judge or judges, and the evidence presented would decide whether or not the judge decides to go on the side of the defense, or to go on the side of the prosecution. So you need to essentially get the judge on your side.
Yeah.
Via evidence.
And that's it.
Okay. You would then hear good old knocking on the door of good old King Ghidorah, who would have seen you at least once a day.
Yeah.
He knocks on the door.
Stumbling up to the cell. Please don't incriminate yourself. Please don't incriminate
Incriminate
yourself.
yourself.
Please.
He has
Please,
aged
dear
several
God.
hundred years in the span of this month.
He's entirely gray now.
But he knocks on the little panel and opens it up and says, "Insira, are you okay to have a conversation?"
Yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned about one of your party members.
Which one?
Nerestein, the drow.
Nerestein?
Yes.
I would think that you'd be concerned about Yaxper.
Well, I mean, all he's been doing essentially is proving that I can probably get him off for diminished capacity, but that's another question. But well, they have been refusing to see me for the last about a week or so.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm stuck in this cell.
Is there anything you can say to me that I can relay to them that might get them to open the door to me?
Tell her. First off, do you know where Hera is?
Yes, Hera's in a separate containment cell. There has been some incidences with hers, so they have been blocked off from the rest of you.
That's always great. Tell Nerestein you've got to get through this if we want to make any progress going to the Underdark and taking care of Ananas.
Okay, I'll proclaim that. Right,
And
so
tell her
yes.
I'd like to see her ass again and thank her in person.
Okay. I'll try my best. You are aware that tomorrow's the big day.
I'll get out of this cell for a bit.
Oh, you'll get out of this cell. They'll take you into another smaller cell in the courtroom.
Just gotta do what we can.
Well, I appreciate it. I assume you still want me to consider your verdict as not guilty. I tell the judge that that's what you're pleading.
Yeah, not guilty.
Okay, well, hang tight and try and get some rest. I'm going to need you and the rest of your team to be as with it, as they say, as possible for tomorrow's examination. So just try to get a good night's rest.
I will. Thank you for all your help with us.
It's
I'm sure we're not easy clients, but
no, you have incriminated yourself multiple times. All you seem to have done is to almost justify the fact that these people think you're terrorists. It's incredibly hard.
at least we're honest.
Yes, but honesty could be an issue if it winds you on the executioner's block.
It could.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna be too concerned.
I will let you get your rest. I still need to visit Yaxper, and I will try relaying your message to Nerestein, see if that gets them to at least talk to me before tomorrow. You have a good evening, Insira.
Oh well, you too.
They close the little hatch, and they make their way down all the way to Yaxper's cell. Yaxper, you hear a knock on the little panel in your door, and it slides open.
Does he knock, or is he on the floor drooling? Or
No.
sorry, does he hear? Sorry, does he hear? Is what I meant.
I
Does
don't
he-
know. That's up to you. That's entirely up to you.
Fuck up the expert.
I'm gonna say he's kind of like he's on the floor. He's out.
Well, remember, this has also been a month.
I'm not necessarily saying he's been there the whole time. I'm just saying he's there right
Get
now.
the fuck up.
I just want to make sure you knew.
There's
Probably been going in or out.
There's a sigh from King Ghidorah on the other side, and he goes, "Oh, ancient dragons, why is he doing this? Oh God, he's pissed himself again. I can see the puddle from here."
Why is his tongue in it? No. I mean, I can tell that it's not that he's doing it on purpose. It's clearly that he's unconscious and his tongue's just out, but it's there.
He pushes his snout of a dragon's head through the little opening. Yaxper!
Fire breathe.
Yaxper, you fucking moron! Yaxper, wake up!
I don't think he's at an angle where he can see this. But imagine like eyes going from X's, and then all of a sudden they ping into existence and they start ping-ponging back and forth between each other. and then he wakes up. He's like, "Oh, I thought I heard something in here, or metaphysically at least."
Yes, it's me, you fool.
Oh, what's up, Mr. King?
What are you? Why do you keep doing that?
Oh, I was in my mind palace. Don't worry about it.
Are you entirely sure you don't want me to claim that you have diminished capabilities? Because I'm pretty sure the evidence right here is more than enough.
Honestly, if it helps you out, go ahead.
Wonderful. Just
I don't mind. I
don't
get
say
it.
much when you're on the stand, and just be you is all I'm
What if-
going to
Oh
say.
God!
What-
don't say that.
What if I played it up so they bought it more? Like I just start drooling.
No, don't do that, because they'll be
Okay,
able to
got
tell
it.
that.
Oh,
But
okay.
just be you. Trust me when I say you. Being yourself is enough proof of diminished capabilities.
Oh God, there's pee everywhere again. How
Yes,
long
you
was it
keep
this
doing
time?
that.
Every single time. Have you guys been changing my sack?
No, they won't let me.
How come it's clean sometimes then?
I don't know.
That's weird.
It is. You passing out on the floor, drooling and pissing yourself is equally as weird.
God
It's
damn it.
weird. It's weird because like usually I always poop in the bucket properly. It's never the pee though.
Please stop this conversation. I
Yes,
beg
but
you.
I'm
As I hear Kara sighing deeply.
Yaxper, I'm here to remind you that your trial is, in fact, tomorrow.
Oh, that's real close.
Yes, it is. That's why I'm here.
Oh. Okay. Well,
See you
Consider
tomorrow,
my-
then.
consider myself reminded. Unless there was something else you needed.
Please try not to do the passing out, urinating thing again. And definitely try not to do it before the trial. I don't want you going in there stinking of urination.
It's been a month. You'd think I would have thought that maybe just do it while I'm already lying in the bed or like having peed beforehand.
I don't want to know why
I've
you
had a
keep-
lot of time to think about this, and obviously I haven't.
Yes, I just try to get some rest prior to the court hearing, and just try to refrain from urinating all over your own sack.
Okay, it's not like it's a... Well, okay, I guess it is somewhat regular at this point, but that's not the point.
This guy deserves a fucking
Also-
nomination for sainthood. At this
Listen-
point.
You said make sure I don't stink. Does that mean, like, you're offering a shower? I don't know if that's how that
I'm just
works.
telling
Yeah.
you to stop pissing on yourself.
I didn't think you were offering a shower. There goes the old sack again.
You're peeing right now, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying it doesn't smell great right now.
No, it doesn't. I'm sticking my snout through, and I instantly regretted it.
You really shouldn't do it. The only way that I've been able to wash this thing at all is I've basically had to take my own spit and just kind of like run it through it. That's all I've got.
Oh, God
So
damn it!
you're telling
Stop!
me your sack is covered in piss and spit?
It's more like spittle, but yes.
Oh, God, stop. Please.
Right. Please get some rest for tomorrow.
Okay. Well, technically, I've got a lot of rest. Is the one thing I've got a lot of, so I'll be fine.
Okay, good. I'm going now.
Okay.
He pulls his snout out from the hole and closes the little gap.
Rest and evidently not pee.
Oh my god.
Right, Nerostine, it's your turn.
Fucking question mark is going, please.
Shh, don't worry about it.
There's only some people I know that would just say please, as opposed to an entire paragraph of please stop.
Right, so you someone comes up to your door, Nerostine, knocks on it, and opens the slide and goes, Nerostine, please, the trial is tomorrow. You need to speak to me.
I once again do not answer. When he opens up the slit,
Mm-hmm.
there is a bright glow that is coming from the room. Even though I have basically resided to staying underneath the cot at all times, the glow just permeates throughout the entire room.
Please, your companion, I asked them for some advice on this in Syrah. She mentioned that she wants to see your ass again. I don't entirely know what that means. I don't know if that's a thing or what, and she mentioned that you will be able to get through this, but please, you do need to talk to me. The trial is literally tomorrow. There is no more time.
For the first time in a week, the only words that I say are just go away.
Insira, please. I can't help you and Insira, Nerostine, if you just hide under your bed. I understand what you told me. I tried to investigate it, but there was no evidence. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I can't tell them that this happened if there's no actual evidence of it happening.
You didn't believe me when I first told you. You didn't believe me when I tried to show you. You didn't believe me until it was too late.
No, I didn't, and I've accepted my own flaw in that I did not believe you. But what you're asking me to do is to accuse a giant religious sect of essentially horrific things with little to no evidence, and the person that's claiming them is a person that sect claims murdered an entire town. You realize that this does not look good. No one is going to believe this.
But it was them. They came in here. It was them. I saw the robes. I couldn't make out their faces, but it was them. I saw the symbols on the robes. I saw the symbols I saw them in the ritual room. It was them.
I know, And what I'm saying is that I believe you, but what I'm saying is that you need to somehow get the jury to believe that, to get the people and the judges to believe it. The only way you're going to get them to believe it if there is some kind of evidence. And I've looked and I can't find any.
I I don't know where it was. It was they had to have done something to me to make me more compliant. That's why it was all a blur. It was all a haze. But I can't I can't I can't know where it was because I don't know where it was. I just know it was them.
And I say that I believe you that it was them, but there's no evidence that I have to take it to the judge. The judges will just say that it's some trick, that it's some game that you're playing to victimize yourself in a situation where they see you as the perpetrator to other victims.
How can it be a trick if I can't do magic? If I can't cast spells?
They're going to look for any reason to not believe you. Any reason whatsoever. This is the way that the dice are stacked. I don't like that it's like that, but there's not much that I can do to change those favors right now. Why do you think I took this job in the first place? Why do you think I wanted to be a lawyer in the first place? I wanted to do this to change things, to make things better for people. But right now, there isn't anything I can do without any evidence. If you can remember a name, a face, a where the room was, where in relation to your cell it was, then maybe those are facts that I can at least run with. But just saying that an X amount of Lux priesthoods did this, that's not that's nothing. You don't even claim that you understand how it happened in the first place. You just say they took you to a ritualistic chamber and performed something on you. You don't even know exactly what they did to you.
That's because I until this happened, I didn't think something like this was even possible. In all the time that I've been alive, I've never heard of something like this.
Listen, if you want, I can't stop you from making this claim when we go to court. I physically cannot stop you doing that. All I'm going to say is that while I will back you, if they don't believe you and they don't believe what I have to say, it's going to look bad on you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to stop you from talking about it to them if that is what you want. But bear in mind that unless I can magic up evidence that supports this, then it's just going to seem like the ramblings of a crazy person.
I mean, they can put me in a zone of truth. They can ask me any question that they want to ask to see that I am not making this up, that I am not going out of my way to cast dispersions against against the priesthood that we don't already believe.
I've discussed this with your other companions. A zone of truth is not a foolproof way of finding out if someone's lying or not. There has been ways to get around it. We've been through this. They're not going to try to zone of truth you because it's unreliable. Nirastine, are you prepared to go in front of the court?
I don't have much of a choice. I have to go.
The only option I can present is that if you claim that you weren't with the group when the crime was committed, I can try and get you a separate trial. But that would essentially mean saying that the others did it and you didn't. It would be making them seem like the entire culprits.
I can't do that to them.
I know you can't, but I figured I would at least explain the opportunity to you. Have you been able to at least get some rest?
Only when I pass out from exhaustion.
Try to get some kind of rest before tomorrow, because I need at least one of the more sensible among your group to be able to talk, to be able to answer questions when the prosecutor goes against us.
I'll try.
You hear the little hatch shut, and King Ghidorah goes walking away, and then every one of you goes and has your rest, your long rest for the evening. You go and have your final moments of preparation with your aide, or in your little fort palace if you want to go to your fort palace. And then the next day comes. One by one, each of you are taken out of your cells for the first time, and you are each taken to the court. Just gonna move some stuff over for a second.
Yaxper's probably smelly, but not fresh smelly.
Dude,
It's an
if you
old
pissed
smelly.
yourself that many times, it's bad.
It's an old smelly.
It is something bad.
It's a day old, but it's not fresh.
Right.
That's not how stink works.
It's fine.
So, you are all taken into the courtroom, one by one to start. So, very first is Insira. Insira gets taken to the courtroom. Then the next, Yaxper gets taken to the courtroom. Then Hera.
There's flies flying around him.
Then Hera gets taken into the courtroom. Oh no, I've changed maps by mistake. I don't want to be on that map. I want to be on this map.
I didn't see the map flip.
No. I did for me, not for you. And then King Ghidorah comes in, followed by Nirastine. And I'm going to swap you over to the map. Go to the very bottom of the map. So,
We've seen this before.
No, you haven't.
No, we haven't.
No, I said we saw the statue before.
No, you just said we've seen this before. You didn't imply the statue.
I'm sorry, I pinged the statue.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. So, everyone go to the very bottom, because King Ghidorah comes in, followed by this individual. Kara, please explain the individual that everyone is seeing.
Huh?
Wait, what?
During the month-long process of being isolated.
No. Don't tell them what happened. Tell them what they see.
I just caught someone in the fucking stands. I'm so upset.
Don't worry about the stands. Worry about this person.
They see someone who has the same physical features, but is now porcelain white. They have eyes that are yellow with white pupils. The hair is a mess of reds and golds and oranges, and it's no longer been up in the ponytail that it usually is. It's just wild and crazy. And it looks like they have not slept more than a couple hours at a time in the entire month.
And can you tell me the radius for the thing?
It is 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim.
30 feet?
Beyond the bright.
Okay. Right, so you see the figure come through the doors that Kara has described. But more than that, you see that as they come in, they are surrounded by light. It takes your eyes a moment to adjust to this light, and it hurts. But then your eyes do seem to adjust, and you see that figure. And King Ghidorah says to you, "Now I know this is going to be weird, but, well, this is Nerestein."
And Sierra's gonna glare. What the fuck happened to her on y'all's watch?
What happened to you?
Nerstein, you okay?
Let's just get this over with.
Shit.
Everyone, roll me a perception check as well. So Nerestein, Insira, and Yaxpa, roll me a perception check, please. Okay. And Nerestein? Okay, so I'm going to go from lowest to highest. So, Yaxpa, standing where you are, you would look to Hera, and you would notice that there is some light bruising around her jaw, and there appears to be a black eye over her eye. Nerestein, you see a little bit more. You see it. There is some light bruising, but you also see it. There is the bruise around her eye is quite bad, to the point where it's you know when you burst a blood vessel in your eye and it goes like part of the white just goes complete red. You notice, you pick up on that more. You pick up on that there seems to be some slight little cuts around her lips. Then in Syrah, you notice all of that, but you also notice that there appears to be some kind of like amount of blood under her the fingernails of her one hand, and that there seems to be some kind of bruising around her wrists. You notice that she has been very quiet. Even with Nerestein coming in, she has been quiet.
What the hell was happening to them on the watch?
This isn't the place to go over it. I will explain what I know from Hera's perspective and from what I've been informed of from Nerestein's, but now isn't the time to go through that. Just please follow me. I'm going to take you to your cages, and the trial is going to start. Just for now, try to be as quiet as possible, okay? If you absolutely must talk to each other, please try to be as quiet as possible.
I see multiple faces in those stands.
So, you get led behind King Ghidorah, who leads you straight up.
We're passing by one right now.
And let's just have a look at this
Oh
cavalcade.
my god! Hex.
Yeah, he's there.
This cavalcade of individuals that are that are here to watch your trial.
I saw that. I'm like,
Is there an ally in the stands at least? One?
So, would anyone like to ping anyone that you wanna see? Because there's some stuff in this.
Oh no! I want to talk about this fella right
No.
here.
Oh, you mean the Goliath?
It's not quite
yes.
what I was talking about.
No, that's who I was talking about. Is it one of Sam's siblings?
We don't know. We just know there's a Goliath. There's a Goliath over there just chilling in the stands.
We ain't talked to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone else that anyone would like to know?
I'm gonna choose someone
No,
different. It's
no.
this time.
No.
Oh,
No.
this person.
Ah!
This person that seems to be sitting away from everyone else, almost as if he's been ostracized by the rest of the audience. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that person's there.
Wouldn't that be a fucking reveal if that voice comes over the fucking mystery
Oh,
box?
It wouldn't.
No. Oh my god. No. Hex knows I would fucking
No.
be out here.
Of course.
So some other poignant members would be.
I see Mr. Takatoshi in the stands.
So we've got this individual that someone here may recognize.
I do.
And then we've got this individual that someone here may recognize.
The Kara expanded universe.
Then we've got one of my favorite individuals that someone might recognize.
So Kara just recognizes all these fuckers.
Yeah.
No, it's not even Kara. It's not even
Wait.
Kara.
Yeah, I love that
Ind-
you all think it's me.
Individual who has been quiet and hidden behind question marks. If you want to reveal yourself at this point, you can reveal yourself.
They fell asleep.
They might have fallen asleep.
No, they just choose not to reveal themselves.
Speak now, bitch.
Will forever hold your peace.
Okay, I'm here.
It's Raul!
Wow.
That is no way to talk to Raul.
I figured as much.
I didn't understand why Caitlin was like so confused about who it was. And I'm like, you knew that Raul and Will were going to be joining. Like,
Yeah, but you said it was
exactly.
going to be after the trial.
well, so no. They're going to play a part in the trial.
Hex said during the trial, at the trial.
During
Oh,
the trial. But they are here now. They're playing a part.
So where's fucking Kara's shit coming in?
Kara's shit was a different thing. Kara's shit was like a completely different thing.
So Kara's shit did not involve me at all.
No.
Why would it?
God damn your ass!
Why would it?
No, don't damn us, damn you. You're the one that just assumed that it had anything to do with you.
Yeah.
Well, she acted like it did.
Of course I did.
To fool you as a joke.
Of other notable members of the crowd that Caitlin will remember is this individual.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
And then another one that only Raul will remember if he remembers is this individual. I was really tempted to just put everyone's tokens from Sentinel's game in here, but I didn't think it would. I think it would be too in. I just thought it would be better if I have. So Raul knows who some of these people are. This is the token for Davos, Will's life cleric from our Friday campaign, and this is one of Raul's former characters, Garnham, from a Sunday campaign.
I knew I recognized that.
And this was alternative art for one of the Friday campaign Raul characters, of actually Raul. That's like an alternative art that they had for it, and Yeah, then there's just characters in here that I just thought looked dumb and funny and would confuse you all as to who Raul's characters actually would be. At this point, I would say just very quickly, Will is not actually going to be joining us. He's decided to step down from joining the
That's fine.
the extra game. But Raul is here, and Raul will be joining you. Raul's
Is this
character.
Applejuice's family?
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I do. Wait, hold on. I do have a question for
What?
Kara. You mentioned an orc male. Where the fuck is this orc male?
That was literally the picture that Raul had.
Yeah, okay, so, Raul, do you want to tell everyone the sneaky shit you did? Because I didn't even know this was possible.
Alright, so basically what happened is that when I first logged into the game, that's the avatar art I have. So when I first joined, it was just I think with Caitlyn and Helena in the game. So then I exit out, took away the avatar picture, came back in, and so that's why they were only able to see it. By the time you joined, it was just that blank screen saver.
So
I have been fucked with on multiple levels.
you have, because we were here when Raul joined and he hadn't changed the image over, we still saw that orc image, but because you got in here after he changed it, you would only see the weird kind of bog standard image.
Kara, I fucking hate you.
Good.
This is a prison of your own making, Caitlin.
No, it
Sit
ain't.
down.
It's a prison of Kara's making. With
This is a prison yard making.
If you had been there soon, hell, I had thought I was gonna be there by like 7:10, so I could have made it.
Fuck you! I was
Oh
in
my
here
God,
at like 6:50, Devin.
love
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
Oh
This,
my God, I love it.
this is the art that one of my Saturday morning campaign players uses.
I was looking at that the wrong way. I thought that feather was an eye.
Let's do this fucking trial. I hate
Yeah.
all of you.
So, but that brings into the fact that Raul's character is actually here. It's this individual right here, as based on the image that they changed to for their icon. So that person's going to be watching your trial, and maybe they'll get some opinions on you based on that trial. And
Yeah, they were a bunch of fucking idiots.
And not necessarily spring us right there.
no, they're not going to spring you right there. So you get taken up over here.
Why is the purple one like got flies and stink trails?
So you get taken up to here. King Ghidorah goes up towards these cages and opens one up and gestures for you to go in. And he says, "Listen, I'm really sorry, but this is the way that things are done. You are seen as the guilty party, so you need to get in here."
I get it. All right. Is it one big cage or several cages?
It's several cages.
Okay.
By the way, did anything ever happen with any of our letters?
He sent them.
No response.
He hasn't said that
Hell
he's
no.
received a response. Hera will move her way through to get to the furthest.
Just FYI, I am under a tornado warning, so I may have to bounce like real
Ooh.
quick.
That's okay. We can do a short session, and we can close it when the judges come in, which will be just next, if that's what you want. I don't mind doing that if because I don't want you to have to, if you're under a tornado warning,
Yeah, I'm under the same warning.
Okay,
Oh,
right. Well,
shit.
then what we'll do is
God damn it, no!
we're gonna stop with as you all get in your cages, you see the three individuals that are going to be your judges appear out from the back, and I will do a zoom in on each and every one of them as they each take their places.
The Death Knight,
The Death
your
Knight.
judge.
So, from left to right, we have
Bill Gates.
Stanhelm. We
Not
have Gideon.
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 Okay.
And we have Mercia.
Oh.
Each individual comes in and takes their spot on the chairs, and Gideon, who seems to be one in the center, takes a hold of his gavel and slams it against the table before him and says, "Good afternoon, everyone. As you may know, this is a specific trial that is going on. It's caused a lot of attention, so I would ask that everyone please remain seated and try to keep the noise to the minimum as we begin the trial of the people of Gregoria versus the, there's been many titles for them. We will, for this purpose of plainness and honesty, but also fairness, refer to them as the title that they have been logged under into legal procedures, which is the Applejuice Crusaders. So thus begins the trial of the people of Gregoria North versus the Applejuice Crusaders." Slams the gavel down, and since people are under tornado warnings and stuff, I will leave you there with the title,
Oh,
The Trial.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Would have thought that'd be the title of the next one.
No, this
Well-
is The Trial. This is because it's the start of the trial.
Yeah,
But yeah, if
I
people are
couldn't
under
have known we'd have
Trial
to call it.
origin.
Yeah, the trial origins, exactly. But yeah, that's where we're going to stop for now, because if people are going to have to drop out because of tornado warnings, I'd rather do that now than get into the middle of something and possibly have people want to say something, but they can't because they have to drop out. So I am going to end the recording there.